Oh, I loved it. It's marvellous.
I thought it looked really exciting, and I'm happy that there's Daleks in it. There's none in the previous series. And I'm also relieved that Clara's in it, because she's my favourite companion.
I enjoyed it. I'm really excited to see it. I think it's including a lot of elements and it's going to appeal to a wide audience, and they're developing it really well.
It was good, but why on earth haven't they got the Doctor Who theme tune in the trailer? Every single trailer what's ever been has had a Doctor Who theme tune in it, but this time it's different, and I was wondering why they would do that. But in all, I think it looks pretty spectacular.
I thought it was really interesting. I'm glad we get to see Clara again, for starters. Still no idea who Maisie Williams is, though. That's still quite a bit of a mystery, and I'm looking forward to it. I think it's going to be a very interesting look on the Doctor and Clara, considering last season he was a bit of a horrible guy to her. But it seems like after the Christmas special, he's going to be a bit more light-hearted towards her.
I think it's really good. I think this could be the best season yet of the new series. But I'm a massive fan of the whole thing.
Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. So looking forward to this new series now. I think even more than the last one.
I thought it was really great. It's great to see that they've unveiled a few more things that are coming up. So we've seen some stuff with Daleks. Really intrigued as to what's going to happen with Missy this season. Love to know how they're going to reveal how he's got the same face as Caecilius back in season 4. So yeah, the whole thing just looks awesome.
And dodgy CGI dragon. More dodgy CGI dragons. No, that Dalek episode does look quite intriguing. You got classic 60s ones rolling around in there as well. That looks could be quite interesting.
Clara with a bazooka. I want to know how that's going to factor in, why she got a bazooka.
To bazook something, I'd imagine.
To bazook something.
Yes. That's now a word.
Listen, we're sick of your wibbly wobbly timey wimey.
An explanation about the whole Missy thing. I love Michelle Gomez's Missy, but I'm hoping they're going to explain how they got there, because in the trailer you can see a guy in a shroud. I'm hoping that's going to be like John Sims' character and you'll get to see it.
Hopefully they find Gallifrey, because obviously the Master, Missy, escaped it, so hopefully they find it.
I think the return of some of the classic Daleks, because in the latest trailer we saw some of those, and the Supreme Dalek as well. I think just mainly Daleks from this season.
I enjoy Peter Capaldi's Doctor and his chemistry with Clara and Jenna Coleman, so I think they're a good driving force. So I think if they ride the coattails of that, it'll be really good.
Like a lot of action, a lot of good moments with the Doctor and probably Clara, and I'm hoping to see Missy in it some more. But Daleks, obviously, and action. So.
Well, I noticed there were some classic Daleks in it. I'd like to see more classic Doctor Who.
Yes, definitely. I think she's a very pretty lady, personally, but...
I've never had a problem with her. I quite like her as a character. I think it's nice to have a companion who will directly challenge the Doctor as opposed to just swoon at him, or in the case of pretty much nearly every single one in David Tennant's era, fall in love with him. It's quite nice to have someone who will actually challenge him, and it kind of is nice to have the two characters playing off each other, and as opposed to just blindly follow. So
I would like to see Clara stay, but I've got a bit of a bias towards her, because she used to be in Emmerdale years and years and years ago, and the character she plays, my little sister plays her cousin, so I've got that connection with her anyway. So I've got that little bit of bias that she's kind of...
Yeah, he's still never arranged a meet up. You're letting down the side.
It's true. But I do quite like the character as well. And like Chris was saying just now, it's not the case of, I'm just going to fall in love with the Doctor like most of the companions do. She does challenge him. She does question what he does. Whereas the others just blindly follow him and devote themselves to him. No questions asked. She's not like that. It's a different dynamic and it's an interesting one.
Well, I hope she stays because she reminds me a lot of Sarah. Yes, she was a marvellous girl.
I would definitely be sad when I watched the episode, an episode in Series 8. I thought she was going to leave and I got really upset. So, yeah, I'd be very sad to see her go.
Rumours abound. I would, because they have such great chemistry, I think it would be a loss. And she's become such a fascinating, in-depth character. Yeah, they would be a noticeable hole, I think.
I really like what she's done. I don't like it when she has her little hissy fits, but I think she's a really good foil for Capaldi. Obviously, in the trailer, there's the kid from Flatline. He's going to be back, so he could be a really good companion. I really want Courtney Woods to be the next companion, because I think she'd be really good for the Doctor.
It depends how they sort of progress a character on. Last season, it was more like they based the story more on Clara. Like they did even the title sequence with Clara's face instead of Peter Capaldi's. I'd like to see sort of more of a balanced mix this season, more just focusing on Clara than the new Doctor.
Hopefully yes, but somehow I don't think so.
Probably not in Series 9, but hopefully in the future.
I really hope so. Most of the promo would just show a planet in the background, so maybe that's Gallifrey. I'd like to hope so. I think after the 50th, I think we've waited a bit long enough to find out that it's still out there to actually finally get to it. Yeah.
I'm hoping by the end of it, but I don't think immediately. Possibly season 10, or they could just do like a Day of the Doctor special where they spend like a whole 2 hours just talking about Gallifrey.
I think so, because they've left it on such a... With Missy, I think, being in the first episode and the way it ended, they've got to address that. And there are rumours of it addressed, is the eyebrow shot from the 50th. That I think they're doing something with that, aren't they? Yeah.
They need to do something with it. They can't just have it keep cropping up as a plot device now and then and never really directly acknowledge it, can they? I think it's kind of coming to that stage now where they just need to... It's either there or it's not.
I think one thing they may possibly do, if you think back to when Matt Smith was on the show, they did the whole arc where it ran over the course of Matt Smith's tenure. They might do the same again, where Matt Smith was bringing back Gallifrey. Peter Capaldi could be actually finding Gallifrey, and it could come at the end of his tenure, but you might just get drips and drabs as his series goes on. So we might not find it this series, but we may get hints and pieces to keep us leading on and keep us going. So I think it's more likely that we'll see it a bit later on rather than right here, right now. Keep it going as an enigma.
I think so. Matt Smith plays a wonderful Doctor.